Yo guys, what's up? My name is Jason Solomon. They call me the Delhi Don. We're about to break down MFN 17 for you guys, and I'm telling you, it's about to be fire. This is one of the best fight cards they've had. The main event is gonna be unbelievable. Andrew, I got my MMA analyst here, gonna break it down for you. What do you think about this main event, my man?
Well, we've got two title fights, one on the men's bantamweight category and the other in the women's strawweight category. And for all that's been said, like, I can't wait to see Chungren take on Rabinder Dhand. I think it's going to be an exciting fight. I think it's going to be an exciting night for Indian fans and Nepali fans as well, considering all the shit that's been talked on the Countdown show.
Yeah,
on
I mean,
YouTube.
you can see it. You can see it online. The Nepali fans, Indian fans, they're going at it. I love to see the rivalry online. And I would love to see now the guys in the cage fighting for their countries, bringing the pride, bringing the energy. It's gonna be unbelievable.
And it's a healthy rivalry as well. It's not like it's incredibly toxic, right? Like it's something that Indian fans can't seem to escape. But at the end of the day, it's a good fight. It's a tough fight for Chungren. You've called a lot of his fights. What do you think about Chungren's skill set going into this fight?
Well, man, if you look at his fights, you can see the way he likes to fight. He's moving forward, always the aggressor, likes to take his opponent down, do a little ground and pound. He's a very strong fighter. He's strong for his weight. I just learned this today actually when we were talking before the shoot, is actually he grew up with some sort of a Northeast wrestling. They have like a folk wrestling they do there. So he's been wrestling for, I guess, since a very long time. And when you start any form of martial art, any skill at a young age, it really sticks with you. And you're able to like grow and get better as time progresses. So he's really honed into what he's doing. And
yeah, he's one of those like relentless dudes, right? Like he breaks you going forward, like takes you down, sort of grinds on you and just keeps sort of breaking your will until you start like,
he really pushes. You got a lot of pressure. He's a pressure fighter.
Exactly. And not just a pressure fighter, like he fights like that on the ground as well. Right? He fights like this.
So much energy, never runs out of
sense of urgency. Like I need to break this dude.
Sure.
And I think he even talked about it on the Countdown show. He's like, you know, round one, I'm going to look at breaking this guy, break him physically in the first round and then break him mentally in the second round. He did exactly that to Muhammad Farad. Took him down to, I think, the third or the fourth round and just sort of like laid on him and just made life difficult for him. Till at that point, Farad was like, I'm done. I don't want to be here no more. And he did the same thing.
I think the same thing's going to happen with this fight.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Rabinder is not bad. He's a very well-rounded fighter. Sure, he's got a striking base, but he's also relatively well-rounded. And his only loss in his 8-1 record was a very close decision to this Pakistani guy in one fight night.
Cool.
He's got a finish in Brave as well. He beat the crap out of a Chinese kid. The kid was a bit undersized, but even then, a win is a win is a win is a win, right? At the end of the day. I think Chungren Korn is going to be his toughest test. Because Chungren is no slouch, man. This kid comes to fight. He has that sense of urgency, I told you, right? Like he's looking for the finish constantly. He's got excellent takedowns against the cage. He's got a very good single leg, very good double leg. And again, his pressure against the cage is incredible. What he did to Kantaraj, now, I mean, even though Kantaraj was
I was shocked about that fight.
I mean, even though Kantaraj was coming off of 2 years without training, he's still that dude. Do you get what I'm saying? And what Chungren did to him was very, very, very impressive.
I was there. Okay, cool. So we did this last time, you guys. I'm not sure if you guys remember what last time we did, like calling the fights and see who was right. So who do you have for this fight?
For this fight, I'll go with the Indian. I'll go with Chungren. Got to go with my countryman.
And how is he gonna win?
I think TKO, second round. I think he called it.
Ooh, that's fast.
And not just that, like he was. If you've watched the Countdown show, and please do check it out, it's on YouTube.
Check it out.
He was very clear about this kid. He's like, he's good, but I'm just better. And he called his previous opponents shit, which, I mean, whatever. It's the fight game, right? You're going to talk a little bit of smack. And not just that, confident. Like that just shows that he knows, like he's ready. Like, he's ready. I think the guys at Warriors Cove have really prepared him well. They've taken Rabinder Dhand very seriously, as well as as they should, being the team that they are. And I think he's going to take the win in the second round. I think he's going to beat him down and end Nepal's hopes at a championship in India.
Okay, I agree with you, but I don't think it's going to end that soon. I think this might go to round 3.
I don't. My only issue really with Rabinder is that he hasn't faced anyone like Chungren, like someone who has that grinding pressure, right? Like I mean, look, where's he going to beat Chungren? He's going to beat him on the ground. If he's going to beat him, he's going to have to beat him on the ground. I don't think his jiu-jitsu and his submissions off of his back. Yeah, or even like the ability to get back up. I don't think it's there.
So
yet.
you don't think he's going to be able to stop the takedown?
No, I don't think he's going to be able to stop him.
Right.
Like he's going to find out really quick what.
And that pressure, like that's why they call him the Rhino. He just comes through with the pressure.
Like sort of blind fury.
Okay, so you say round 2, I say round 3. You guys vote, put it in the chat somewhere, figure it out. Go to the countdown, watch the show.
I think it's going to be a brutal round 2 actually. Beat him down. Yeah,
I say round 3.
Look, if you're going to be fighting, there's always going to be that physical rivalry. It's a fight at the end of the day. Yeah, it's good. It's good to see healthy rivalry.
It's good to see that the sport is growing in a country like Nepal.
Yeah.
And since it's I guess it's a smaller country, the network, it's easier for them to kind of connect, so that's why they got the whole country behind them. Same thing with Abdul Badakshi. He's also from a smaller country. They don't have don't want to sound like they don't have much going for them, but in terms of sports people, the opportunities that they have, they're not as prevalent as other places. So when they do find someone, they get in there, the whole country
they've really rallied behind him. Like,
and that's good. So shout out to the fans from Nepal. John Poker up, baby.
No, I got to give it to them. The Nepali fans have really gotten behind him, and if anything, like hopefully I'm sure there's a Nepali community in Delhi that's going to come out in support of their boy.
For sure.
So hopefully we get to see.
We're going to have all of Afghanistan and all of Nepal in India.
But the only thing is, like, look, man, I got to go with my countrymen, right? Like Chungran, I think Chungran.
Yeah, it's not even about the countrymen. I think
skill-wise,
the fight-wise, the way he fights, even given the background of the Rabindra, right?
Yeah,
Rabindra from Nepal. I think Chungran takes it, ground and pound pressure, TKO or submission.
Also, like,
round 3.
There's that whole thing about like champions getting better when they become, as soon as they become champions, like automatically that confidence, the mindset flips. And Chungran seems to have gone through that flip, right?
Like and the money.
Yeah, and the money. Like he defended his interim title against, he won the interim title against Farad, defended it against Kanta, and then sort of unified the titles, became the MFN
the man,
the MFN champion. And so this is his first real defense, and he's got, he's got a fire burning inside him from what I can see. So Chungran by TKO round 2. All right, and in the co-main event, we've got Women's Strawweight Championship on the line. Exciting and important fight in Indian women's mixed martial arts. We've got Sonam Zomba taking on the undefeated Russian fighter, Anna Safieva. Jason, what do you know about Sonam, and you've called her fights? What do you think?
Oh man, Sonam is a beast, if you ask me. She trains with Badang MMA up with Babajit. They have a great camp up there. I believe she does like 4 or 5 training sessions a day, and then when she's not training, she sits at the reception. Kind of like the Wolf. What's that guy's name?
Hamzat.
Hamzat. He lived in the gym too, so she's kind of like the female version of him. Plus, I heard she's also the only female there, or one of the only female in the pro team. So most of her sparring partners are guys. So obviously, it's going to give her a little bit of an advantage, I feel, because she's sparring with people that are better and faster and stronger. So when she does fight a girl, so to speak, it's kind of like easier.
The thing is, even if you watch her fights, like you watch tape on her, right? Like she doesn't fight like a typical female mixed martial arts fighter. Right? There's a certain sense of danger when it comes to this chick. Like she's
like Cyborg. The vibe you get, right? From
no,
Cyborg.
like not even that. Like she's, sure, Cyborg is very good, but like you can see this. Like she kicks a lot more. She's got a lot of kicks. She likes taking people down on the ground. She likes grinding. Very good top control, right? Like you'd be surprised. You think like striker from Northeast, like but nope.
Right.
She combines striking while passing. It's a very old thing, but you very rarely see it in MMA because guys have gotten so good at getting up, right? But with her, like she puts that pressure on, keeps hitting you until you sort of give up bad positions.
Right.
In her last fight against Shihan Tan from Singapore, like the girl
beat her up.
Yeah, she beat
her ass up.
She beat her up real bad. Like I think split her open in the second. In the second round. And it wasn't just that. It's that she dominated the entire fight. She doesn't use the schoolyard throw. Her throws come from like the clinch or like a single leg or double leg. So whatever Bidang's doing has really worked out well for her.
Sure. No, they have a good camp. Shout out Babaji.
They've got a really good camp there. And for people who didn't know, if Pooja had not moved on to the UFC, she was the inaugural MFN strawweight champion. It would have been Sonam versus, Sonam versus Pooja next. And Anna Safieva for all her accolades in striking, she's a national champion back in Russia. I think defended her title 3 times in a local Russian promotion. But I think she's going to have a very hard time with Sonam. Usually, like, I mean, the foreign fighters looked at more favorably, right? Like, but I don't think this is the case this time.
I think what's happening with MFN now is they're actually, if you look at the last few fight cards and even this one, they're bringing in some nice foreign talent and they're matching them with one of the best we have to offer.
Yeah.
So it's raising the competition and actually making it more international, which is awesome. I love that.
No, and it's important for Indian fighters as well, right? Look, you can compete with each other for as long as you'd like.
Right.
And as long as you'd want, but you're never going to get better.
Right.
You're going to have to face fighters of a certain caliber that come from abroad.
I don't think it's going to be that easy, though. I think the Russian Anna, she's got a Muay Thai background. She's now transitioned to MMA. She has a very, I hear, good record in MMA in Russia.
5-0, yeah.
In Russia, which is pretty decent in terms of competition for martial arts. No, it's going to be a great fight.
One didn't say it was going to be easy, but I think, like, watching how Sonam fights, like, as I said, she fights like a guy. Like, there's relentless aggression with her, like aggressive fighting.
Sure.
Right? Like, she's such a sweet person outside the cage.
Right, she is a sweetheart. She's so
real
humble,
sweetheart.
so calm.
But as soon as that cage door closes, like, something switches.
Right?
Yeah. And she's built like a fighter as well.
Yeah, her physique is amazing.
It's
like,
incredible.
Muscular, it's ridiculous. It's awesome.
No,
and
that
she
just
moves
goes
really,
to show,
really
right?
well.
Like, someone who's disciplined and works hard at the game. Like, this girl is incredibly dedicated, incredibly skilled, to the point where, like, she's been in Guwahati for the past 7 years and only gone back twice to Arunachal
That's crazy.
Pradesh.
Yeah. No, she's super dedicated. She's super dedicated.
So again, what are your predictions?
Okay, man. So I've only seen a few fights of the Russian Anna. I really, it's MMA. You can't really anything can happen. But I think we're gonna go Sonam.
Sonam?
Yeah, I feel like you said, like, just her fighting style, the aggression there, and the team she's with, and the roles that she's on right now. Yeah. I think she's got all the momentum. It's a home court advantage. Yeah. And I think she's gonna win. She might take it to the ground. I don't think it's gonna end standing. Maybe it will. You never know. But I have a feeling it's gonna go to the ground and either a TKO or submission. Maybe like late second round.
And from what I've seen with Anna as well, like, she's a very good fighter, but she doesn't have that pop in her punches. Sonam's got that, right? Like, look at who she trains with. She trains with, like, the
Is there a big age difference with these two? Like, Sonam's super young, though, isn't she? Like, Sonam's under 25?
Yeah, she's 26,
so she's kind of like right at the prime peak age of a woman.
And Anna is like 37.
So there's a 10-year gap. That's also going to make a huge difference. It's probably why the pop is in there.
Like, that's the one thing that Sonam's got. She's got pop in her punches.
There you go.
Right, so I mean,
what are they popping, Andrew?
I don't know. But I'd say that she beats, if she's smart, obviously no one wants to stand and have a 50-50 chance at, like, I think she takes her down, beats her up for 2 rounds, maybe in the 3rd round gets a submission. I'd say TKO submission, second or 3rd round.
I have the same feeling for this fight. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, let me know what you guys think. Put your notes in the bottom somewhere in the chats, in the comment. Make sure you guys stay active and, let us know how you feel about that. All right, guys, this next fight is going to be fireworks. It's going to be Abdul Azim Badakshi versus Mert from Germany. We got Afghanistan versus Germany. Abdul's coming off, I think, maybe a year, almost 6 months, hasn't fought in a while. I know he had a couple injuries, but his last fight was his championship. It was a championship fight, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the featherweight championship.
There you go, featherweight. I think he lost that one, didn't he?
Yeah, it was I mean,
he was expected to win that one. That was a shocker.
And not just that, he was winning until he was not winning.
I know, but he got caught, though. He got caught with a nice...
He got clipped, with a beautiful left hand by Sanjeet Budhwar. Put him out cold.
That's what I love about the fight game, you guys. Like, you never know. Anything can happen.
It was one of the coldest knockouts I've ever seen. And, like, I mean, and Budhwar is a killer. Like, one of those, like, it's...
No fear type kind of guys, bro. No fear.
And he but... Credit where credit is due. Badakshi broke his arm, kicked him so hard that snapped his forearm, but he used that to sort of knock him out again. Badakshi, incredible striker, very, very good striker, aggressive again, fearless in the cage, which is what sort of like led him to a 14-4 record at this point. He has beaten 2 Brazilians and a Korean in his past couple of fights, but just came up against the wall that is Budhwar. Sanjeet Budhwar is a tough customer, man. He's not someone that you should take lightly or is easy to handle. Like he gave Anshul everything he had. The only I think other guy who's beaten him has been Jackie Galot, and he fought him real smart. Like he didn't stand in exchange with him. He didn't trade bombs with him.
What about Mert though?
Mert is
Germany, right?
So I was just about to say. So, but the thing is, with Badakshi's next opponent, Mert Özildrim,
how do you say his name?
Özildrim.
Özildrim.
Yeah, I think he's maybe Turkish, Moroccan, but sort of like lives and trains out of Germany.
Sure.
Trains out of Planet Eater gym.
Planet Eater.
Yeah, Planet Eater.
They sound hungry.
I mean, very Galactus of him, but. He trains under Peter Sabota, UFC vet.
Oh wow!
Yeah. He's Peter Sabota. He's fought Tim Means, fought.
So he's a former UFC fighter, right?
Yeah. Veteran, yeah. Not just a fighter, UFC vet.
Veteran,
right? Yeah,
okay,
he's been there for a couple of years and had some good wins as well. And so he sort of imparted that kind of knowledge to us.
Sure.
Mert is not as devastating a striker as Badakshi, nor his coach. Like he doesn't have that background, but his background is like again very prototypical MMA. Take you down, grind you out, beat you up, submit you. To the point where I think his last opponent in Germany, he beat him up so bad that he didn't come out after the second round. Like it was a TKO by retirement.
Got it. So we have a really good striking, explosive fighter.
Yeah.
That we have
against a grinder.
More grinder.
Now, so the thing is, Badakshi is dangerous, right? And
but Badakshi's a grinder too, man. He doesn't give up. He has a gas tank.
No, he has a gas tank. We were just about to get to that. Like this is the kind of guy that you cannot give him chances over the course of 15 minutes. Right? He's got a 90% finish rate. That just means if you give him 15 minutes to finish, he's going to find that kill shot at some point, right? And Özildrim is that kind of a grinding fighter that will try and take you to the distance. So you can't. This is a tough fight.
Good matchup.
Yeah, this is a really good matchup. It's an important matchup.
I like the way they're matching these guys up now. The fights are really going to be close fights.
Yeah,
interesting, very technical.
Yeah. No, it's difficult to call this one simply because of the skill sets, right?
Both of them have such
so if Badakshi wins, it's most definitely going to be by finish, knockout, TK or whatever, something violent, something nasty.
It's not going to go to the judges.
No, it's not going to go. 90% finish rate dictates, or at least shows that this is not going to go the distance, right? And then you have a guy who's a grinder. I think he's 11-6, something like that. Like he's got an extensive record. Like so he's no spring chicken, right? He's no fresh off the boat. Whatever analogy you want to use. Like this guy has been there. He's done that. He's a champion in Germany. So it's going to be a tough fight. I think it's one of the more intriguing fights on the card.
So I know we always do this, and we have this little thing going, guys, about prediction. So what do you think about this one? Well, just what's your gut? Go with a gut feeling.
I think Badakshi stops him in 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he stops him. He's been training at Mutant MMA, Angad Bisht's gym, and those guys famously are known to push people to the point of exhaustion. Like so, he's going to be ready physically.
And it's high altitude too.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how. I mean, Dehradun is not as high altitude as, like, I'd say Mexico City or any of these places.
Right, but still a little bit.
It's the hills.
Come on.
Whatever. Yeah, it's
some kind of altitude.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to help cardio, but I know what they're doing there at Mutant, how they train. That's probably going to help his cardio. It's the kind of grinding sort of gym that they're famous for. I mean, you can check it out on YouTube.
Those guys are good.
I've
seen them. I follow those guys. They're good. Shout out to Mutant MMA. What's up, guys?
They're one of the better teams there, and the thing is, they're building up kids from the bottom up. Right. Like they're taking them from, like, as they say, level 1, level 2, level 3. So like I think Badakshi, of course, being the seasoned fighter that he is, he's also imparting a lot of knowledge to these kids. And sort of
that's
like
the best way to learn and train.
Yeah, and I'm sure he's getting a lot of feedback and a lot of advice on how to train for future opponents. Exactly. Or so all these guys are in camp right now. I think Sagar Thapa is also on the card. Aminder Bisht is also Bisht, right? That's his name. Aminder Bisht is also on the card. So it's like 3 dudes at the same time, from the same camp. So they're all sort of rallying behind them. Sorry, 4 dudes. What am I thinking? The next fight that we're going to talk about, Angad is also in there.
Sure. That's
you know what I mean? Like, so it's like 4 guys from the same camp, like fighting at the same card. It's going to be a showcase. Look, it's going to be intense. It's either going to be a good day for
So Mutant. You think they're coming off a really good training camp right now?
I think so, yeah. Everyone's like sort of working towards that, and they've got some really good.
So I'm going to be devil's advocate here, just because I don't want to seem like I'm agreeing with everything you say, and just
I'm right.
Because Last time I think you did get more right than I did. You were, yeah.
I just am smarter. So.
Yeah, no, that's why he had the glasses. He's the analysis. I'm just the color. I'm just the commentary. I'm just the fun guy. I don't know nothing about anything.
I'm dumb as shit. But anyway, there is that confidence coming in as well. So I mean, it's a tough fight to pick. But I would just go with the season finisher. Like you give Badakshi 15 minutes. Yeah, again, like you give him a chance to finish. He's going to take it. So someone who's a grinder, who's someone who takes people to the distance, could still win a decision, but he's got to play it really safe, really smart, and avoid all the damaging, the left hand, the left kick, the right kick that Badakshi possesses. So tough fight for both of them. I'd still go with Badakshi in second round.
Cool.
TKO.
There you go, fans. Make sure you guys also put your comments in there. Let us know what you guys think. We love to hear what you guys have to say. I think it's going to be a great fight. I'm super excited for this one. Yep. What's next on the roster?
One of the fights that I'm personally very excited for is the return of the Rudraprayag beast, Angad Bisht. I thought he was going to win the Road to UFC tournament, honestly. He lost a razor-close fight to the eventual winner and like someone who I think is going to go quite far in the organization. He's back now, Angad, taking on Firdav Zaripov from, I think, Tajikistan, one of the old ex-Soviet states. Angad Bisht, what can be said about the guy that has not been said before by everybody else, right? Like, aggressive, big for the weight class.
Yeah,
strong.
He's huge for his weight class. He looks like a monster.
And not just that.
That's why they probably call him mutant MMA.
And not just that, like, the dude is one of the most professional that I've seen. I don't think he's ever missed weight. Okay. He's contracted for something, the dude shows up at that weight. Flyweight, it doesn't matter. He's going to show up on weight, on point, ready to fight. He's taking on Zaripov, as I said, who's a pretty good wrestler himself. He's got a good ground game, opportunistic submission threat. Right. Like he looks at like front headlocks, guillotines, Das chokes, things like that. He's fought his last fight. I remember watching on YouTube. I couldn't pronounce the names obviously because they were in Russian, but. He fought an undersized opponent and sort of like really put it on him, right? Because his cage wrestling was pretty good.
Really?
Yeah, and he's got very good takedown defense as well. But Angad, on the other hand, he's very well rounded, very good wrestling, very good striking. His boxing is coming along nicely. I think this is the fight we're going to see a lot of head movement, a lot of improvement in his boxing, considering that the striking was what got him the last time against Choi at the Road to UFC. You've called some of his fights. What do you think?
Oh man, Angad's one of my favorite fighters. I actually met Angad his first pro fight ever. He was just this kid from out of nowhere. No one knew who he was, and like he was so professional and dedicated, even from like the first. From his first interaction with me, I knew this guy was going to do well. Now he's got his own camp. He's got his own team up there. His camp produces a lot of really good fighters, and he's very well-rounded, very disciplined. Takes his conditioning well. Trains. He's trained some UFC guys. He was on the road to UFC, so he's got a lot of things going for him. I think it's going to go the distance though, because these guys from
they can take a beating as well.
They're rough, man. They know how to fight. So I think this goes third round. I think Angad gets this, or it might go to the distance. But I think it would go to Angad on the distance. I think this is not a finish fight. This might go to the distance.
Yeah, like I've watched a bit of tape on Zaripov, and the guy's tough as nails.
Right.
He's got 5 losses on his record, but like these have come against pretty decent competition. I've noticed, and he's not easy to finish. He's not someone who sort of gives up. Again, as you said, guys from that region, like they just have a different mindset. But so does Angad. Like he's been doing this for a long time. Like I mean, what 10, 11 years? I'm talking about like since 2013, 2014, something like that. Like fighting in the amateurs. I remember watching him like knee bar dudes and like put guys in twisters.
I know. He's some crazy shit.
Like,
the
and if anything, you could you check out the feature we did on him. He talks about like how he was just learning off this stuff off YouTube. Yeah. Like so that dedication to put in the time and work and be sure and the confidence to know, okay, this is going to work. And I'm going to become a professional fighter. And not just that, Angad has taken his fair share of losses as well, bad ones, right? He's been knocked out, he's been put to sleep, all of that kind of stuff. So he understands like that where the fighter comes from.
He's a seasoned fighter.
Seasoned veteran. Even at his age, I think
he's young.
He's young as well. What, 30 something? How old is he? 30? So he's like 29, 30 years old, like, so not too old, right in his prime, right? I think he's our best hope at international, glory. These are all incredibly tough fights for our Indian
guys,
fighters.
yeah,
Yeah. Right? Like, I mean, and I'm really glad.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
That's not a bad thing,
Yeah,
because
it's a really good
if you
thing.
listen to what Krishna and Aisha both were saying, it's like, we're trying to match up people to push your limits, and if you say no, we know that we're not here to pad your records. Right? We're here to put you up with the best, and we want you to fight the best. We're not here to pad your records. So,
No, because
and you look, it seems like that they're really matching our top guys with some really good international talent and really pushing the envelope for us, and that's a good thing in a way. And not just for us, but for the fans too, because we actually get to see good fights.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
when there's good matchmaking involved, the entire show goes better. So I think they're doing a great job.
It just gives Indian fighters more to strive towards, right? Like, you know you're going to have to face some of these international fighters at some point in your career. Might as well do it in your home country where you have at least that much of an advantage, right? And one of the sort of more intriguing fights on the main card that I really wanted to talk about and sort of shed some light on was Sahil Rana. Right?
Oh, yeah?
Taking on Dushant Singh. Sahil Rana, actually, not a consummate finisher. I think he has one finish on his record, 6-1. His only loss was to Clinton de Cruz in a very, very close fight.
Sure.
A very well-rounded fighter, good striking, serviceable striking, very good getting up off his back. It's just that, like, the only thing I see with, in fact, both guys are like, they aren't finishers, right? So in many ways, I think the fight obviously is going to go the distance. It'll be a 3-round battle, but it's going to be interesting to see how Dushant, who's more powerhouse, aggressive wrestler, good top control, handles a guy who knows how to get up off of his back.
Sure.
Yeah, and doesn't like use too much energy, doesn't muscle out of things while getting. He does it technically, does it smart, stays out of trouble. I really like Sahil Rana's skills. He's 6-1, as I said. All his fights show that this kid is for real. Like, he's got the skills to compete at that level.
His style is more, his background is more of like a striking background, or he's one of these more overall MMA?
I think, overall MMA. Like, he's very well rounded.
Yeah, gotcha.
He can wrestle, he can defend takedowns.
Where is he fighting out of again? What
he's
camp?
fighting out of, I think, Soma. Right?
Soma?
Warriors Cove.
Warriors Cove.
He's fighting out of Warriors Cove.
They have a nice camp there too.
Yeah.
Those guys know what's up.
No, and since he's fighting out of Warriors Cove, the one thing I know that they'll prepare him for the ground game.
Yeah, for sure.
They're very good grapplers. Black belt Ashwin Hoon training
they
them.
got a good squad.
Yeah, very good, very professional squad.
Then, his opponent is
Dushant Singh. He's training currently, I think, training out of Bali MMA.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Trains Bali MMA, right? Yeah, and used to train out of Cross Train as well. So I'm familiar with the style.
Both like Delhi boys.
Yeah, both Delhi boys going up against each other. This is the sort of the
Delhi NCR guys.
the rivalry, the sort of Cross Train,
sure.
Warriors Cove rivalry.
Yeah, that's.
And also title implications.
Yeah. I was just about to get to
So
that.
this is going to be actually, you're right. Now that you mention it, both these camps are in Delhi, and they do have some kind of like
rivalry. Very healthy rivalry.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
Yeah,
rivalry's not a bad thing. They're both great squads. I know both the coaches on both teams, and I think this is going to be a nice matchup too. It's another really good fight.
Yeah. And more importantly, I was just about to say
title
that.
implications.
Yeah. So the thing is, after this, like, Chungren needs opponents, right? Like, he needs to defend his title, sort of, and you need to have a roster of guys coming up in looking at title implications, title shots, and these are the two closest there. So whoever wins next probably gets Chungren. Or Chungren probably gets the winner of this, to put it in a different perspective. Yeah. As I said, Dushant, powerhouse wrestler, very good on top, dedicated. And as you can see, like, the guy is jacked, right? Like, it's not like Sahil isn't built as well, but like, not like how Dushant is built. He's probably going to be a little bit bigger on fight night, a bit thicker. If he's able to keep Sahil Rana down on the ground without like taking too much damage, avoiding submissions, I think he should. Obviously, because he trains out of Cross Train, I'm going to have to go with my boy Dushant. I think he's going to take it by decision, but it's not going to be easy by any stretch of the imagination. I think Sahil Rana is a worthy opponent out of a good camp. It's going to be a good fight. He's not.
I'm going to go Sahil.
Just
Sahil? Devil's advocate one more time. I'm not going to agree with everything you say, because then you guys are going to think I'm just agreeing with Andrew because I want to be right. No, Andrew's not always right, even though he looks like the smarter one. I'm going to go off instinct here. No, I'm just saying. I think Sahil,
I wouldn't be surprised if Sahil won as well. He's very good.
I think Sahil might take this one. I have a feeling. I think Sahil's going to take it on the ground, and I think he's going to submit him.
You think he's going to do?
Hopefully.
Like I've seen,
I don't know.
The one thing he's not.
Well, actually, cross trade's actually really good on the ground as well.
So that's what I'm saying. So,
damn.
but the thing is, it's not like Sahil's going to be submitted either.
No,
Or he's
you're
going to
right,
get submitted
No,
either,
you're
right?
no,
Like
you're right.
when he fought Clinton, he escaped a litany of submissions over the course of 3 rounds.
I think this goes the distance as well.
Yeah.
I got a
But you're
feeling.
picking Sahil.
I have a feeling, guys. This is gonna go to the distance as well, just like Angad's fight.
Yeah.
I think we'll go to this distance, and I'll go with Sahil just to be. You know.
So I mean, I got to go with my boy Dushyant Singh. Although I would not be surprised if Sahil Rana won, and sort of I think these are the sort of the tasty, spicy fights that I want to talk about.
The masala.
This is one more. I mean, it's not a big. Like Rahul Thapa is making his return against a kid from New Zealand, a 5-0 kid. I think Josh Groves, if I'm not mistaken, his name is. That's also another very intriguing fight in the card. Another Warriors Cove guy fighting an international opponent.
Wow, that's
so
cool.
for them, it's like, okay, now finally let's see what we really made out of. Yeah, they're one of the best teams in India.
Doesn't Chungran also fight from out of Warriors Cove?
Yeah.
So
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like so it's now it's like time to start facing.
It's actually kind of cool to see now in India we actually have really well-known gyms. Or fight teams now.
Yeah.
It didn't used to be that way, and the fact that it's growing and getting better, I think it's freaking awesome.
I mean,
love
it's taken these guys what 10 years?
Yeah, 10 years almost. Yep, exactly.
More than 10 years. I know Warriors Cove was around like 2013, 2014. Same with Cross Train 2013, 2014.
I remember when there was only the SFL camp.
Yeah.
That was the only MMA camp we had here in India at that time.
Yeah, those were the days, huh? Yeah.
Crazy.
But like literally, like everybody's like training together.
What a journey this MMA has had in India, and look how far we come in such a short period of time, and just to be part of it's been freaking awesome. And dude, appreciate all your insight, man. This guy knows what he's talking about, man. This guy, he's the man right here, dude. Next time we should be asking him questions. That's all it should be. Seriously, question answer with Andrew. Okay, cool. Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Please comment, share, review this. You know, spread the word. Let us know what you guys think, who you guys rooted for, how they're gonna win, when they're gonna win. Comment below. All right. Enjoy the fight. Enjoy the show. Take it easy. Peace out. Namaste.